Howdy! Welcome to Rebuilding Hollers, come hell or high waters. My name is Stephanie Johnson, and I will be your host for the evening. Thank you so much for joining us as we share our stories of what's happened here in Western North Carolina and what we are doing to rebuild our incredible community of Yancey and Mitchell County. We're so excited you're with us live tonight during the podcast. If you have any questions for me or our incredible guests, just type in hashtag rebuilding and that will populate up on the screen and we'll be able to answer any questions you have. Before we get started, I'd like to give you a quick update. We have project number 8 moving right along. He had his concrete poured in the block this week. Project number 9 is doing fantastic. It is fully funded. I cannot believe it. We've had some incredible sponsors come in to stand with us so that we can rebuild project number 9. I would like to give a special thank you to Regroup that today brought us $30,000 for project number 9. I know, I'm so excited about that. So that is going to purchase all of our framing materials and allow us to pay a local contractor to rebuild that home. So I'm so excited. Project 118 is still coming along slowly but surely. To demo a house, you have to have an asbestos inspection. Yeah, wasn't expecting that one. We're learning. So we've got the asbestos inspection happen. We're waiting on those results, and then that will be torn down. And Project 135 is doing fantastic. We've got their sheetrock covered, and it will be delivered next Thursday. So everyone is making some great progress. We have 529 projects as of today that need our help, families that need our help that we're still working through. So we're most excited to get them home. We did have some new merchandise come in today. I'm so excited to show you. These are sweatshirt blankets. We have it in the leopard print. I know you guys would like this one. This is the Real Tree camo. And my personal favorite, tie-dye. How cool is that? These are huge. They're like a twin or full-size bed. They're going to be great for at the beach, snuggling under the stars, or it's going to be fall in like a month here in the mountains. So it's going to be great for all that. Snuggled up in a sweatshirt. So snuggle with Rebuilding Hollers to help us continue helping our community. All right. So I'm so excited to introduce y'all to my friend, Lisa Ray. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Lisa.
You're welcome.
My friend has a very powerful story to share with us this evening. She lives in my favorite community here in Yancey County, up Pensacola. And as many of you may know, Pensacola is one of our most devastated communities that experienced significant flooding, major landslides, roads gone. I mean, Lisa's going to tell you what she experienced, but it is the most beautiful part of our county. It is up at the backside of Mount Mitchell, and also the most devastated. So this has been hard, and you have been through it. So tell us a little bit about what happened the night before, right? So like how did you, like the night before? I know like 8 or 9 o'clock the advisory came out that we were under a curfew.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, a curfew. I need to go somewhere, right? We had no idea.
Yeah.
We had no idea a storm like the magnitude of what we dealt with was coming.
Right.
What was going on in your world that night?
It was like, well, I took Eden to her friend Molly's because they'd canceled school Friday, so there was no school. And then Olivia was about to go back home with me, and one of her friends called, like my phone, because her phone was dead.
Wow.
Yeah. So she ended up going there, and I went home, and Howard was at the fire department till probably 9:30 that night.
Okay.
And I kept getting warnings, but it's Pensacola.
Right.
I've seen it flood up there before.
Right.
But not like that.
Right.
So.
Right. So that night was pretty easy. I mean, it was raining all night.
Yeah.
It had been raining the 2 days before. And then what happened that morning? How did that morning look for y'all?
I think.
Because your husband's he's on fire department.
Yeah. And
So-
usually he would have stayed down there, but
Right.
I was at home by myself. He come home like at 9:30. We actually rode the side by side like at 6. I went with him to check the roads because the power was done off by then.
Right.
It was up a little.
At 6 in the morning.
At 6 in the morning. It was up a little, but it was
fine.
yeah.
You could still get down to the fire
normal
department.
flooding on Pensacola.
Right.
Yeah.
So you weren't worried at all.
No.
Everything's fine.
I was like, well, power's out. I was planning on going to work at 8.
Right. Wow. And then
See, I
the
think
rain came.
Yeah.
Or more
I
came.
remember, like at, I could be wrong with the times. I think it was 8:30 or 9. We looked out and it was getting in the yard. And then like 20 minutes later, I was watching Gary Allen's trailer go down beside me.
Wow.
Like in 20 minutes time.
Wow.
And I remember Howard was on the radio with the boys at the fire department, but they couldn't get to us.
Right.
It was too late to leave.
Right.
So I remember I got my shoes on. I put pants on because I had shorts on.
Oh.
And I put my phone and my cigarettes in my coat and laid it on the table. And then we were watching more than just Gary's, more trailers. I seen porches go down.
Right. So, because you're in your house. And how far
Yeah,
are y'all from the river?
There's a cornfield between us, and it's probably, I don't know, 25, 30 foot drop
Wow.
off down to
Down
it.
to it. Wow.
And a huge cornfield between us.
Wow.
Plus the road, plus what yard we have.
Right. So not close.
No.
You've never seen it come in your yard
Mm-mm.
before.
Mm-mm.
And now it's in your yard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember I just sat down on the couch. I just started praying.
Right.
And Howard was praying too. Yeah, and we just prayed. And I remember floating, and we passed our mailbox. I was still on the couch praying.
Wait, so you're in the trailer,
It started
floating. So you're washed up off your foundation. Now you're going down the river
Yeah.
like a boat.
Like we watched our porches go off. I was like, we're dead. It's too late. And I was going to jump.
Right.
And Howard talked me out of it. I was
Okay.
like, I'm getting out.
Yeah. Right.
I'm jumping.
Yeah.
He was like, no. And then I remember passing the mailboxes in the trailer. And I think the frame jerked out because Howard was standing at the door. He's still on the radio. And his head went through the fireplace. Like we had a fireplace. So he went that way. And it started coming in at us. Like
The water.
Yeah. The water and the fireplace. Because I had this leg. I was holding it up with the fireplace. And it was going to break. So I moved my leg. And like a piece opened up enough that it sucked me out, and Howard was able to grab a hold of the arm on the couch.
Wow. So you're in the house, and then you're sucked out.
Yeah, I mean it just opened up that much. I can't explain it.
But you were still on the
I'm
couch.
still on the couch,
So you're now on the couch like a canoe
riding down the river
riding down the river.
with Howard holding on to he was in the water.
He's in the water.
I guess it was knee deep. I couldn't tell
I
if that
think,
water
yeah.
was hot or cold that day.
Right. Holy cow. So the house is busted apart.
Mhm.
But that's a blessing you got out, right?
Yeah.
Because it would have.
Yeah, that was nothing but the Lord to open that up
Yeah.
right there. And it just sucked me out
On the couch.
on the couch.
And he's holding the couch.
Yeah,
And now
he's on
you're.
the arm of the couch.
Holy cow. So you're going down the river,
Mhm.
which is now, I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
it's
massive.
like everywhere. I was still in shock, like,
Right. What do you do?
Yeah.
How do you react?
And I remember him saying, grab a hold of anything you can. I remember grabbing a hold of grass, trying to pass by.
Right.
And then, I couldn't tell you how, we didn't float that far, but it was far.
Right.
But I remember seeing that barbed wire fence, and I grabbed a hold of it and wrapped my hand around it.
Barbed wire.
Barbed wire. Yeah. I went through a lot of that, but it wasn't nothing bad.
Right. So, but it's ripped your hand up. You can't
Yeah.
bend your hand.
Yeah,
Or
that's
fingers?
as far as I can bend it. Cause I mostly grabbed it with this finger that's
Right.
like so bad.
Right.
I felt that.
Yeah. But you were holding, I mean,
yeah.
there was no options.
Yeah. So I held on to it, and Howard held on to my ankle, and I was climbing up that bank. There was like water going around that house and behind it, but not up to it. And it was not even a big hill. So yeah.
So
weird.
God made another path.
Yeah.
So he got your girls at different places that were safe.
Yeah.
He kept you on a couch, kept your husband with you on the couch,
Yeah.
and then got you to a dry place where you grabbed the barbed wire, you're climbing up the hill.
Yeah. We got to that porch, and we're both like pouring of blood, of course.
Right.
And I remember getting up on that porch, and there was a propane tank, and it was shooting off, and it stopped right behind us. I was like, we're gonna blow up.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was like, this is it. We're gonna blow up.
Right.
Because it stopped and it shot off.
Right.
I'll never forget that sound.
Or the smell.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this is it. We're gonna blow up. And I was trying to get in the house. And it was locked. I think it's an Airbnb. I think they have it as an Airbnb.
Okay.
So nobody lives there. But we stayed on the porch, and that finally went.
Right.
I don't know what happened to it.
God just put it on away from you.
And like I said, I had pants on, and I had shorts on too.
Right.
Because you
just covered them up.
Yeah, he told me like get pants and shoes on.
Yeah.
He knew.
God told you.
No, Howard did.
Howard did. I was gonna say God is so. Howard's like, okay, get ready, because at this point.
Yeah. And then, so I took them off. We were tying each other up. And his head's busted where he went through the fireplace. So.
And you were EMSing on each other.
Yeah.
And nobody around.
Nobody. Wow. And I remember I started shivering. I was like getting really cold. So he went to that garage, and it's hard.
Yes, it is.
It's hard, but it's just like to see God's grace. I remember he opened it up, and there was 2 chairs and 2 blankets in there. That's it.
That's all that was in the garage.
In that garage.
2 chairs and 2 blankets.
Wow. Yeah. That's it. So we sat there. I don't know. I think it was 3 or 4 hours. I don't remember.
Just watching everything.
Yeah. And then I remember one of our neighbors, like, was walking on the road over there because it wasn't in the road because, like, the river turned itself.
Right. Yeah, totally redirected.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even now it's wrong. Everything about there is kind of wrong.
And at that point, they were looking for it. They knew that we were missing because the boys said,
right on the radio,
24's missing.
Right.
So everyone knew that was Howard.
Yeah.
And
that's his fireman number.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they knew we were missing.
Right.
And I can't remember his name. I don't know who it was out there. I stayed in there because I was freezing. I was like,
right. You're in shock. Yes, exactly.
My dog was in there.
And he was on the couch with you too.
No, I don't know where she went.
Okay.
I remember her barking, but I don't know where she had went.
Right.
Still don't know where that.
But she came back.
Yeah, she came back.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. She came back 2 days later.
Wow. So they find you in the garage.
Yeah. And they had Johnny Silver's track hoe come over there, and he walked us out of there on the track hoe.
Right. So you were above, because it was still flooded. Everything still it was bad for a long time.
Yeah, we couldn't get across because, we didn't know what's underneath there.
Right.
Because you could see grass logs.
Right. Right.
What ripped up, what didn't rip up. So I was like, I'm not walking across that. It could be over our heads.
Exactly. You could just drop down because so many whirlpools, and of course, the road just washed out and is gone in so many places.
I think by that time it's probably 5, probably evening time.
Wow.
When he walked the track hoe and got us out of there. And we went down to a neighbor's and spent the night there as far as we could go because there's no getting out.
Right. Because further down Pensacola, Boland's Creek had a huge landslide.
Yeah.
So there was no getting out Boland's Creek. And then going down 197 Pensacola the regular way by the river, that road was just gone. It was just gone.
And see, we're higher up past Cattail, almost at the end of Pensacola, really.
Right.
So he's like, there's no getting out. The river's running at that church. Of course, there was a bus there.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to get out of here.
Right.
I need to find my kids. That's the only thing I could think of.
Right. Where's my babies? Because they weren't home.
Yeah.
But it would have now hindsight.
Yeah.
That was a God thing too.
Yeah.
Wow. Because teenage girls weren't about to listen.
No.
With love, but we know they would not have listened.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think that's the most powerful part of what we have experienced, and why we can praise God so much for his blessings, because as hard as this has been, he was with you every step of the way. He was with you before it came.
Yeah. He put it all into place.
Yeah, he did. He did so many just powerful things. So once you stayed with your neighbors that night, And then was it the next day you were able to come out of Pensacola?
Yeah, we made it down to Cattail,
Okay.
and we had to go around, and we were walking through the river again, which I was so against, but I wanted to get out of there.
Right. You got to find your babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mamas will do anything. Mama
Yeah.
bears are a real thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, and we made it to the fire department. We had to walk down there, and from there they were already had people down there,
right?
Like medical wise. And
Okay.
it was like, you got to get to the hospital. Your hand's infected. I was like, already? I knew it was because it was bad.
Right. You've done went now 24 hours
Yeah.
basically, and there's no power. So where you were staying, there's no running water.
Yeah.
The creek is contaminated now. And there's so much stuff going on. Oh my gosh.
So they was able to get us a side by side from there to the top of Bullens Creek. We had to walk
from the landslide down.
From the landslide. We had to walk down through the field.
Wow. Jimmy Ray's field right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we went down that field.
Because that creek on that side had washed.
Oh, it was so bad walking out of there. Like, to look at it now. Like, we had to walk. I'm gonna walk on this little bitty piece of what was a bridge. I said, I'm not. Just leave me here.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah, I can't.
Water.
Yeah, I can't get it. Wow.
Yeah,
and you've lived there your whole life,
pretty much,
and never seen anything like that.
Mm-mm.
Could not imagine.
04 was nothing.
Yeah.
Like that.
Wow. So you get to the bottom of Bullens Creek. You get and people. You got to understand, y'all. This is miles, and not just miles of flat land. I mean, Bullens Creek. That's a huge hill to walk up.
Yeah.
To come back down. Trees down everywhere.
Yeah. I had one shoe.
Yeah, one shoe.
Yeah, somebody had actually met me down there at the bottom, and she was like, "Wait, let me give you some boots." I was like,
"Oh, thank you, Jesus."
Yeah,
God sent boots.
Yeah, because I took mine off, and I didn't think we could make it as far as we made it.
Right.
So mine were soaking wet, so I borrowed some of the neighbors, and the sole ended up coming off the bottom.
Wow.
Got them wet walking.
Right. Trying to
get
out.
Through the water, trying to get them out.
Oh, sis.
So she just happened to be there, and she's like, "Hold on,
I got boots."
Yeah.
Wow. And this is day 2.
Yeah, day 2. Yeah, it was Saturday.
And then
we had to walk all the way to almost the end of Bullens Creek to get to the ambulance.
Right, because they were stopping people right. I mean, almost at the light before they wouldn't, which was, I mean.
Yeah, there's no road.
Yeah, there's no road.
We had to walk through yards up in it was awful.
Wow. And were there other people walking with you?
There was.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
That's okay.
Not even. I've seen him again after this.
Yeah. Wow. Just he was trying to get out too.
Yeah, he had cut his hands on something.
Wow. So your house is gone.
Yeah.
Your cars are gone.
Gone.
And you're just trying to get out of the holler.
Yeah.
So 2 days, you finally out of the holler. What happened from there?
I begged them to take us to Spruce Pine, but they said the bridge was out.
Right.
Or they thought the bridge was out. I don't really remember.
Right. No, they did. There was so much. The bridge down here at 80 was in very bad shape. Because so much South Dakota debris had caught up against that. So I know that was pretty crazy there that first few days.
Yeah, because he's like, "We're just going to drop you off." I was like, "Huh? What? I have no phone, no ID, no car.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
I mean,
I don't know anybody's phone number. I knew one friend, and that was it.
Right.
Her number's easy. I didn't remember anybody else's.
But we didn't have cell service.
No.
But you didn't know that at the time.
Mm-mm. We
had no cell service, no power, no internet. Even if you had your phone.
Yeah.
Nothing. So the ambulance picks you up, and they take you to Asheville.
Yeah.
Which also got hit.
Yeah.
Not as bad as we did, but because of the French Broad, it was completely flooded.
Yeah, I remember looking out the window, and down there on the River Road, I didn't even see the road.
Wow.
It was just water.
Wow. So you get down there to that hospital. How did that go?
It was chaos, but they looked at us, and I was like, "We'll call you in some antibiotics." I was like, "Huh? What?
Here you go.
Okay." Yeah. It was too late to get anything sewed up. It had been over 24 hours for me and Howard, because he probably needed stitches too.
Yeah.
And they were like, I was telling them what happened. I was like, "I don't know where I'm going to go,
Yeah.
I need to find my kids."
Right.
And she was like, "Well, we can put you in a homeless shelter for tonight."
In Asheville?
No, you're not.
Yeah. You done hiked out of Pensacola and they want
Yeah,
to put you in a homeless
no,
shelter?
No. So I got Howard, and we lost the other person we were coming with. I was like, we're walking.
Yeah, we're leaving here.
We're walking.
We're going home.
Yeah. I don't care if it takes me 3 days. I'm walking back.
God bless your heart. So you're trying to get to your kids, but at the end of the road, they make you get in the ambulance.
Yeah.
And they took you to Asheville.
Yeah.
And then you can't get home.
Mm.
But then what God do?
Yeah. We started walking and walked around the corner, and there's Yancey and Mitchell. And I was like, please. So it was 1 hour's buddies. I was like, get us out of here.
Yeah, please take us home. Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
No, I'm not homeless. I mean, I am, but I'm not.
I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
No. So we made it there back to rescue, because at that time, you wasn't getting in there unless you had a side-by-side, and you better know the road.
Right.
So there was no getting back unless we walked.
Right.
And it was getting dark.
And you're like, I've already been in there. I don't want to be
Yeah.
in there. Because, so your kids were up South Toe, though.
Mhm.
And you couldn't get up South Toe then.
Mhm.
So you're in the rescue here in
No, I
Burnsville.
begged them to take me. It's like, you can't go up there.
Yeah.
I was like,
Because they had a landslide.
Yeah.
And same, right? So the Blue Rock Bridge is gone. There's landslides right there at the store. I mean, it was very, and I think he was trapped. You could start walking out, what, day 2 or 3, but there was still no cars getting in there for, I think, 6
Yeah.
days.
I know.
Wow. So how did you finally get to your babies? How did
Well, I
that?
stayed there at rescue that night, and we have friends down there, really good friends down there.
Yeah.
At rescue, so they let us stay there tonight, and somehow some communication between rescue and the girls knew that I was there.
Okay.
They knew we were okay, because they thought we were missing too. That's the last they heard, we were missing.
Right.
So one of my friends from church actually brought them down there that morning, like as soon as I got up.
So they got to them, and then you got to your babies.
Yeah.
What a miracle.
Yeah.
And then that started the next journey.
Yeah.
That is serious. So after you got to your babies, what did y'all do next? Where did you?
Howard ended up walking back in, because he's on the fire department. He had to get back up here.
Right.
And I got stuck at the high school for a day. I don't even know how.
Right.
Over there and that, with my friend that picked me up, I was like, please.
Right.
And then I ended up going back to that hospital. Where was that? At that fire department.
Yes, the Burnsville Fire Department.
Yeah, because my hand was so bad.
Right. They're like, we have got to get you some treatment. So they
Yeah.
finally get it cleaned up.
Yeah, I ended up going back to Spruce Pine, I think 2 days after that,
Okay.
and they done IV.
Okay.
Because it set up sepsis.
Oh.
Because I couldn't get to my antibiotics.
Right. Right. They're gonna call them in.
Like, yeah, I'm like, plus I ain't got no way there.
We
no
didn't have
vehicles,
we didn't have
no
phones.
ID.
Yeah. No
What's
ID.
No ID. Mine and Howard's both wallets was in there. Everything.
Everything. Wow. And that's the stuff you don't think about,
Mm-mm.
right? I mean, how do you prepare for everything?
No debit card. And who has cash? Well, if I did have cash, it would have been my wallet.
Right.
Probably had a little, but I don't carry cash.
Right.
So like, how am I going to get my money? I
Right.
need my medicine.
Right. Wow. Oh, sis, you have been through it. So you got to your girls, you get to Spruce Pine and they give you an IV, antibiotic, and then you start healing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you still have some problems with it.
Yeah. Like I finished my last visit, I think last month with the hand surgeon.
Did
It's
they
like
do
there's
surgery?
metal in it. Maybe from the
Barbed wire.
maybe. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Wow.
Could have been off of our clothes, he said, and where we tied it up.
Right.
But he's not worried about it, so I was like, okay.
Okay. You're not sepsis anymore.
No.
You're healed. You look great. You're doing great. And wow. This is I mean, you went through it. You rode your couch.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. The fight you had to have in you to get to your babies is just incredible. And I think that's how any mom would be.
Yeah.
We got to get to them. We got to get to them. But not everything was amazing.
Yeah.
And, we didn't. In your family, I feel like has had some extraordinary suffering from what you just told us. Not knowing about your children, you finally get to your children, and then you get worried about your best friend.
Yeah. My girls actually told me that morning. I remember I just collapsed.
So it's bittersweet. So you get to see your babies, but then you find out you lose your best friend.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that. So Michelle, she has a husband and a little boy.
She has 2 kids.
2 kids.
Yeah, they're grown.
Grown, okay.
She has a little grandson.
A grandson.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got 2 now.
Wow. She's had one since she's been to glory.
Yeah.
How beautiful is that? So Michelle's with us in spirit.
Yes.
I'm so sorry about your best friend. I mean, it's just hammered after hammered. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I met her when I was 19.
Wow. And y'all
I'm 9/11.
And y'all look.
I'm 9/11. This is so embarrassing, but I'm going to tell it.
Tell it in her honor.
We were
She'll love
working at the Bryan Center because she always made fun of me. And it was 9/11. And I remember, like, I walked up to her. I was like, what's the Twin Towers?
Yeah.
Like, I'm 19.
Right. We're 19 in the mountains.
Get over here before you embarrass me. I was like, okay. And then we just come.
Best friends.
Best friends.
And I've seen your pictures together. Y'all look like twins. I mean, y'all were best friends.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is so, I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then it actually gets you a little worse.
Yeah.
So your girl's father, when did you find out about him?
I actually, when I found the girls, so when I was at the high school, I lost Olivia again for a week.
Oh.
I mean, I had communication with her because she would go to the town center. She was with that side of the family.
Okay.
So I knew she was okay. I was like, I'm going to the fire department because that's where we had internet.
Right.
The Starlinks were in by that time.
Okay.
And I think on the square.
Okay.
On the square.
Yes, you could text. She was with her dad's side of the family.
Yeah, they were trying to find him.
And they were trying to find him. So her dad's side of the family's down in Relief.
Yeah.
And we know that the Relief in that holler, we lost 6 souls down there.
Yeah.
And his was one of them. I'm so sorry. How are your girls?
They're doing okay.
It's tough.
There's still hard moments. Like,
of course, absolutely. There's always going to be.
Day, big special moments, problems.
Yes. Because he was great.
Yeah.
And very active part of their life.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is wow. You just kept.
Yeah.
Wow. And they had to look for him for a little while.
Yeah, I think they found him 50 miles away. That's how.
15 miles, yes. And his current wife is still missing.
She's still missing.
And they are working on, her family is working on Elena's law.
Yeah.
Which would be wonderful because, it's been almost 10 months and she's still missing.
Yeah.
And so do you know what that law is something about with a natural disaster?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I could be wrong. I think there's nobody could get custody of Bridget.
Right, of their daughter.
For was it 7 years?
7 years before they can say.
And she would be 15? 15?
Yeah, and have no legal guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be a change made there.
And that's another thing how God did. He watched over these kids.
These kids?
Yeah.
Because Bridget was not, the baby was not with them either.
Mm-mm.
She was with her grandparents. Just through so much loss, you still hold to your pure faith because you see the miracles. Even though we lost them. They gained forever.
I know.
Right? We were talking about that. Like they got to go to glory. They're living in the, they're free. We're still trapped here in this, a little tormented, right? I mean, this is hard.
It is hard.
Once you go through something like this, it changes your whole perspective on what does the future look like? Because you don't know, right? Like you would have never imagined that morning or when you dropped your girls off that evening, what the next 48 hours would look like.
Never would imagine that would have happened.
And it's been pure hell.
Yeah.
But then it's also been, you feel like in a bubble too. Like God has been with you every step of the way.
Absolutely.
So
I shouldn't be alive.
That's incredible. A barbed wire fence.
Yeah.
Wow. And a couch.
Yeah.
You surfed a couch.
Yeah.
That's incredible. My balance would have not. I would have definitely fallen
I don't know
out.
how I did it.
Because you were going to get to your babies.
or I don't know.
Because God just held you on because your babies need you. Babies need you. Wow. So there's so much going on, and you're not home. Your home is gone.
Yeah.
Everything is just gone. Everything's gone. What happened? So how did it happen? Like, what was the next part? So you get into an Airbnb.
Yeah.
You don't go to the homeless shelter.
No.
And Yancey County doesn't have a homeless shelter. Now they had, I guess Red Cross was set up at Blue Ridge Elementary for a little bit. And then, did y'all stay there any?
No, my mom actually lives on Pensacola too.
Okay.
On Moody Mountain. So
okay.
We went there, and then my stepsister lives below her, and she got stuck in Marion.
Wow.
So
Couldn't come up the mountain because that mountain was washed out.
Going in your house.
Yeah.
I'm laying in your bed for a couple of days till you come back.
Right.
So that's what we did.
That's great. And she didn't mind.
No.
If she did, we'd go beat her up.
No.
I ain't scared of beat anybody up. That's great. So you were able to just.
Yeah.
Well, did you have your girls back with you at that time?
Yeah.
You're like, look, it's time to be a mama now.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So now you're staying there and just kind of going through, but no ID, no phone, no money. I mean, just total nothing.
Nothing. And it was awful if you wanted to get out of there. Pensacola was so bad.
Yeah. It was so hard to come out.
Yeah.
And when
I
you
hated
did,
going out.
and but we did get to see you at Rose's parking lot a little bit. Yeah. And that's, when I think back as to, why I was so adamant to be there and make sure that people had things, it's because it was so hard to get out. So it was an all-day effort to come out of whatever holler you were in to refill on supplies.
Yeah.
Or to find clothes.
Yeah, that was my biggest concern.
Yeah.
Like, what are we gonna wear?
Yeah. I have no clothes.
Nothing.
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 Wow.
But we did find clothes up there.
We
And the
did.
Lord provided.
He did.
Like, we never went without clothes.
Yeah. That's how, trust me, he sent them there.
Yeah.
I mean, that was crazy what he sent to that parking lot. But it's exactly what everybody needed.
Yeah.
And in a great location where folks could come worry.
Yeah.
And just whatever you need, God's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I was in a meeting and a man told me that I can't tell people that God sends stuff. He was asking me how I was doing things. And I said, well, God sends it.
Absolutely.
Because he does.
Yeah.
And he says, you can't tell people that God sends stuff. I said, you don't know my God. Because he has sent everything.
Yeah.
He sent everything to us. He touched people's hearts to bring everything we needed.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for that because that's the last thing you needed to be worried about. I mean, not to mention your sepsis. You're on antibiotics now. You've been completely traumatized. I mean,
I think I was still in shock for like 2 weeks. I was like, what?
I would still be in
What
shock.
just happened?
Yeah. Because everything just in a blink.
Yeah.
In a blink from a flood we weren't expecting. Right? I mean, that's the craziest part. And then, do you feel, and I say it because it's happening right now, we hear thunder, it's thundering and lightning like crazy outside right now.
Yeah.
And it gives you a whole nother.
Yeah. Especially when it starts raining hard.
Yeah.
Or the wind.
Yeah.
The wind was so bad up there.
Right.
Because I remember everything going off my fireplace before, I don't know, we had tornadoes.
Right. Oh,
I'm convinced we had tornadoes.
Oh, 100%.
When everything went flying off before we even, water started coming in or anything.
Oh, that was outside, like on your porch and stuff.
No, yeah, on the fireplace inside.
Because it came down and blew out. Oh, wow.
I was like,
when I
was so bad up there. Anyway.
Yeah. So I know, like, when I got back there, I never went out for like the first 7 weeks. But when I did finally go, because I didn't want to be in the way. And I was on my mission to make sure stuff was in the parking lot. But it was very clear up there. There would be these huge mountainsides where all the trees were just snapped. Like
just the tops.
Yeah. And so very clear, like there had to have been hundreds of micro tornadoes, I think is what they call them, where they just touch down and destroy and then up. Just bouncing all over the place.
Just for the tops to be gone and like I say, straight line.
Just that was crazy. Wow. So is there anything that helps you when you start to worry and panic?
The Lord has to start praying.
Yeah.
Talk to him a lot.
Yeah, he's pretty powerful. It's
Yeah.
pretty powerful how he can calm us down. So, so you went to FEMA, right? Because that was the thing, right? Okay, so this is the process. Once you start, you've kind of gotten stabilized a little bit, but what do
Yeah.
you do next, right? So
Right.
you own your property, but your house is gone. So you go see FEMA. How did that go? After everything you've been through,
Yep, that was awful.
was that awful?
Yeah, they denied us the first time.
They denied you?
Yeah.
Did you tell them? Of course you did.
They come out and looked at it actually, and he measured the water line at my tree, and I can't remember what it was. It was really, I don't know.
So pretty early on, they went back there and looked and then denied.
Yeah, they was like, we need the model number of the. I was like, are you kidding me?
How are you?
It's in 3 different pieces. You go find it.
Right, right.
And we didn't have IDs. We had nothing.
Yeah, because it all went down the river.
Yeah, so I was trying to get a hold of Bakersville because I was born in Mitchell County.
Okay.
They're registered. I can't get a hold of them.
No, yeah,
Flooded
power's
out.
down, yeah. Bakersville downtown was just...
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know where to start.
Oh, Lisa. So they denied you because no ID.
No IDs, no social security cards, no.
But how could you provide any of that? You're in the middle
I
of...
was like, how does everybody else do it? We're not
Right.
the only ones who
Right.
get hit by hurricanes.
No.
That was...
Wow.
Like, how do you get ID with no ID?
Right. How do you get
that?
that?
So
Yeah.
hard. I was
Yeah.
like, where do I start? My employer helped me
That's
because he had to go back in records.
Okay. He had a copy of it or
Copy
something?
of it.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
God again.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then, we had to go to Avery County to do it because this was, I think, closed. I don't know. I didn't even try.
Yeah, everything here was because, well, like, Burnsville, the water was out, so nothing could open.
Yeah.
And I think the water out in town was out for like 17 or 18 days. And then, of course, Spruce Pine was completely flooded. Bakersville was completely flooded. Even Newland. Like,
Yeah.
everybody was just...
I think that was like 2 or 3 weeks after.
Yeah,
Before we
it feels like it was like 30 days.
Yeah.
That it was still so catastrophic.
Yeah.
Right? Like you just kind of feel like a zombie. Like, what? I'm missing time here. Where'd
Yeah.
it go? Wow. So you finally get some help.
Yeah.
And God sent that too.
Mm-hmm. So
I just, real quick, we got to know Elena's law was signed into law on July 1st by Governor Stein. The waiting period is 90 days in the event of a natural disaster.
That's good.
So that's
I didn't know that.
fantastic. I didn't either. So they got that passed. Thank you, Russ. Russ just posted that. That is incredible. What a blessing. Yes. Yes. Because that baby, we definitely got to take care of the children.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to make sure that they have like with you with no license and this and that. I mean, we can't just wait. We can't just wait in limbo. And especially now both of her parents gone, she's got to be able to, what a blessing. Thank you. So what, your blessing, we had another blessing come in. So tell me about how it went with Samaritan's Purse.
Oh, they were wonderful. So we applied with them because, let's see, I think it was like a month later, my church got us into an Airbnb.
Okay.
So we were out of Mama's and close to town. So we had power by then.
Okay.
And water.
Great.
I always felt bad because Mama did. I was like, come stay with me, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah. You deserve power and water, sis.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had power and water.
Yeah.
So the church got you in. Awesome. And then you got in with Samaritan's Purse.
Yeah, and then we applied for that and we got accepted to that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And
you're home now.
Yeah.
That's
We've been
amazing.
there 6 weeks now.
6.
Yeah.
What a blessing. 6 weeks. Beautiful new home.
Yes.
And did they all get your vehicle?
No, Mountain did.
Strong
Mountain
your vehicles. Wonderful. They're a great group of ladies.
They did that like, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, probably.
Awesome. So both vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then your girls, did they lose? I mean, you have one that's old enough to drive. Did she lose her vehicle?
Mm-mm. She didn't get her license till after the storm.
Okay. So, but she now has a vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got her Jeep.
Yes. I remember the Jeep because you came and volunteered with us for Jeep into the Hollers. That was amazing. And that was a beautiful Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I'm so glad she's got her a Jeep and she's doing okay.
Yes.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly.
And that's okay for it to be slowly but surely.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. It's totally okay. Everything in each other's, in her perfect timing. It's okay. So you're in your house, but one of the things that we talk about a lot on my podcast is the scammers. Have you had any experiences with scammers?
Yeah. We met a group of people that wanted to hear our story. And of course, this has never happened.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's tell them about how it was nothing but the Lord. But
Right.
God gets all the glory. That's it. That's all we want.
Right.
That's all we ever wanted.
Right.
And they scammed us and put our GoFundMe out there on their page. And I think it stayed on there for like 4 weeks. And then they took it down after it got up to like 9,000. Never to be heard from.
Are you serious? So they came out.
And their Facebook's gone.
They put the camera in your face. This is what I'm talking about all the time. This is why we have project numbers.
Yeah.
And we don't put people's faces up. This is what happens. They put you told your story.
Yeah.
They put a GoFundMe with it, raised you $10,000,
Mm-hmm.
and you were thankful.
Yeah.
Because you're
like,
trying to
yes,
rebuild. You need that money, and then it never came.
No.
And then they disappeared.
They just disappeared.
Everything disappeared. Wow, that makes me so mad.
Yeah.
But
So
could you imagine?
real careful after that.
Yeah. You're like,
who are we going to talk to? Who
Right.
we ain't?
Right. Because they just kept coming. Oh,
Yeah.
let me, the TikTok influencers, give me your story. I'll post it on TikTok, or I'll do this and I'll do that, and I'll raise you some money.
Yeah, I seen our Jeep on there because it like rolled way down the road, just
Right.
all over TikTok. I was like, that's our Jeep. What are you doing?
You have no idea who it was.
Mm-mm.
They were just making videos and posting.
I don't even know how to get up there. Like the road is so bad. Why would you want to?
They were coming.
Yeah.
In the parking lot, I'll never forget, there was a guy that brought some really great donations, and he goes, now where can I go see the destruction? I didn't punch him in the throat, but I wanted to.
Right.
And what I said to him is, go online, go look online.
Yeah.
Don't go back there right now. But that was it. Everybody was like coming and taking pictures, and we needed help, but we didn't need that kind of help.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to come, actually help us.
Yeah.
Right. So then people they stole your money. They raised money.
Yeah.
And stole it. Could you imagine what God's going to do to them? I'd hate to be them.
I mean, I know. How can you lay your head down at night?
Oh,
It's
they don't.
Like, how do you do that?
Well, I mean, is God protected you this entire time?
Yes.
And then for them to come and scam and steal from you, like, they are in huge trouble.
Yeah.
They are in huge trouble. And if they're watching, you need to send that money to my girl. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
But God provided anyway. Even so,
Yes.
you were dependent on that money. I mean, you were thankful it's coming. Like, okay, we're going to have a little bit of relief because you lost everything. So
Yeah.
it's not like you didn't have to rebuy everything.
Right.
I mean, you had to rebuy everything and prepare your lot. I remember when you were preparing the lot.
Yeah.
There was work to be done there. There's all these different steps to it, and so you finally get there, and then money you're counting on. Not there. But Samaritan's Purse stayed with you.
Yeah.
And they got it furnished.
Yeah.
They got everything you needed.
Yeah.
What a blessing. This is incredible.
Yeah.
You are a walking miracle. Like, God loves you the best. Clearly. I'm so glad he does, because I do too. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Is there anything that you would like to tell our viewers, or ask, anything that that we didn't get to kind of talk about? Let's see if we.
I mean, we did have. I have to say, we did meet some great people that did come in though.
Yes.
So they all wasn't bad.
Right.
I made some great friends.
Right.
Through it.
That is true. And I would say maybe if 100 people came, 80% of them were God's people.
Yeah.
80% of
some
them
good people
were incredible and have loved our community.
Yeah.
And keep coming back to help us.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part,
Yeah.
is so many people.
So there was some good ones.
Good. I'm so glad. The bad is not
There's more good than bad, but
by far. But when it's bad, it makes a huge impact.
I know. It's like, who do you trust now?
Right. Like, how do
I'm not
you?
talking to you?
Yeah. I tell you, 7 seconds in a handshake. And I've upset some people because I'm like that.
Yeah.
I'm hardcore like that. Like if I feel like you're scamming my community, I'm after you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell. I was in a meeting the other day with a lady and she goes, "Yeah, Stephanie, I know you don't trust them." And I'm like, and still you let them come into the community.
Yeah.
Still you're putting our community at risk associating with this person, letting them, I mean, it's still,
Yeah.
there's a reason we don't, there's a reason we're like that.
I know.
We have went through so much trauma, people exploiting and hurting. And, for me, because I've witnessed so much of it, because we have 529 families that we are doing everything we can to protect and help. And so when you hear the stories, and yours is one of hundreds of people being scammed,
Yeah.
it's made me crazy.
Yeah.
To know that I couldn't stop it, or I couldn't prevent it, or I couldn't warn people in time, And I am sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't warn you in time. I'm sorry we couldn't pin down all of the scammers before they got to people. I do want to say, though, that I have a phenomenal group of investigators, and if you'll send me screenshots later, I will hunt them down because I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not okay with people exploiting this situation, but this is exactly why Rebuilding Hollers does things exactly the way they do, I do, is to protect every family, And I'm so thankful that you come on here to share your story. It is so powerful, such beautiful, although devastating, but beautiful testimony to how real God is.
Yes.
So many people, I think, they don't believe. And they don't believe because they're distracted by their phones or distracted by all the distractions in the world. But when it comes down to the most beautiful place in the world becomes a war zone in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Not even overnight. It was in the blink of an eye that it becomes a war zone. And God puts you in a bubble, even while losing everything. And so much. You have lost so much. And still you know how real He is, because it could have been so much worse. And he said, no, I've got plans for you. Yeah, God is real. He is so real. I'm in awe of his mercy and grace. And I tell people, and I don't care if they get mad at me or not. I had that guy say, you can't tell people God helps you. And I said, well, He does.
Oh, yeah.
He does.
Me too. So
He's the only one that hasn't abandoned us.
Yeah.
This whole time, I have seen more miracles in the last 10 months.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to write a book of miracles. If I'm going to write a book about this experience, it's going to be the book of miracles, because I have seen God's grace and beauty and power. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To steal from God's people, which is exactly what mountain folk are, that's pretty crazy. That's not the one I'd be messing with. I would not be messing with that at all. All right, my friend. Well, I'm just so thankful that you joined us here tonight. Do you have any advice for our neighbors that are still not as far along as you are? So maybe they've lost their home and they are still, in the Airbnb process. They've not got their home yet. Do you have any advice for them?
Yeah. Don't give up.
That's right.
I mean, God's got us. He's got the plan. May not be our time, on His time.
Right. But don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah. I agree with that. I agree
More
with that.
worrying than prayer. I quit worrying so much and started praying.
Right. Well, our mind is so powerful.
But we're human.
That's right. I know. Worrying is easy, but God lives in our heart. He is so powerful. So if we, your mind is powerful.
Yeah.
And He loves you. No matter who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, He loves me, and I'm a hot mess.
Me too. So undeserving.
Yeah. Yeah. But He loves us anyway. So make sure that if you are watching with us tonight and you are still not home, know that God is doing everything He can to get you home. And of course, we at Rebuilding Hollers, Samaritan's Purse, will always be ready to do anything that any of us do to get you home. Yes. That's definitely happening. So I do want to tell you all about an upcoming event. So at this time next week, we will be at a Rock for Rebuilding Hollers, which is a benefit concert in James Island down by Charleston, South Carolina. I'm so excited about that. I've never been to a rock concert
It's
before.
gonna be so fun.
I know. I'm pretty excited about it. We've got we're gonna have merch. We're gonna have our beach blankets. I'm
The
so.
tie-dye.
Is this one? This one's your favorite? I mean, how cool? Am I?
It's so cool.
How cool is that? And it is huge. So we'll have our merch there. So the blankets are limited. So if you decide to get a blanket, you got to order it before I leave because I'm taking them to Charleston because I got to raise more money.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep raising money. We've got things to do. So so that will be next Friday night. We'll be in James Island. I also have a very special guest for y'all next Friday night. I am most excited to invite my hero, Sheriff Shane Hilliard, to the Rebuilding Hollers podcast. We have an incredible show for you that night as well. So you'll still see me here. It'll just not be live next Friday with Sheriff Shane Hilliard. So as always, pretty please do not forget about us. It is still very bad here in Western North Carolina. We are still struggling every day to get the building materials and the supplies that our neighbors need to get home. We have come a long way, but we have so far to go. There's still so much to do. So, Lisa, thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so proud of you. I am. I'm so honored to be your friend. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So, all right. Thank y'all so much for loving me. Thank you so much for loving my community. I'll see y'all later. The hardest part isn't the knowing. It isn't knowing everything that you have to do to get everything back right. The hardest part are the memories. Knowing exactly how it used to look before the storm. That's the hardest part.